I'm back! I'm back! Ah! My Home Alone moment there. Ah! And now that madness is done, Kachunga, my friends, how are we? How are we on this lovely, gorgeous day? I'm back after 6 weeks, I believe. 6 weeks I have been away. 6 weeks I have been away. Oh, I've missed you guys. I have missed you guys. And you may ask, where have you been? Where have you been? I've been seeing the king. Not really. Where have you been? Kachunga, my friends, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And as I said, it's been 6 whole weeks since I've been away. And just as yes, you've forgotten who I am. I am Rev, the Rev, and I ain't no vicar. Yes, there you go. I'm Trev the Rev, and I ain't no vicar. And so, to answer the questions on your mind, where have I been? Well, as you can see with the background, start, we have changed location. We have changed location. We have now me and my partner Roz, the lady Roz, who's not here at the moment. Gizmo's around, but I don't know where. We have changed location. We've actually got our own flat. We've moved into our own flat, and it's been a moment. You see, I obviously knew we were moving flats, moving place, moving houses, and I thought I was clever being broadband, and I thought because we were a Vodafone, you see, and I thought we could just take the box with us and then we turn it on when we're here. But no, you see, because Vodafone don't work in the area where we just moved to, which doesn't really work. So I thought, I know, we'll go with someone else, and we went with Virgin. Only that Virgin are updating their services around here and won't take on new customers. So next point, we thought, well, we're getting Sky Plus in, we thought. So why don't we try Sky Broadband, you know? Only we were told by Sky they don't do it good broadband here either. So eventually we went for BT. Yes. So we actually got things in true Rev the Rev fashion. Rev the Rev ain't no vicar fashion. I kind of buggered up, and we wanted the broadband when we moved in, which was about 4 weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago. Only I put the wrong smegging month down, and we had to wait a whole 5 weeks to get broadband into our place where we live. Right. So yes, so because we now have broadband in, it means I'm back on air. And the broadband we have is faster. I'm hoping to do my shows with more or less of this. Sometimes happens, you know. It sometimes happens, as you know. So hopefully there'll be better videos coming. I haven't planned ahead what I'm doing. I've got a subject for today that we'll be going into, the higher levels of human consciousness and all that jazz. But I haven't fully planned. I just thought I'd come online and say, I'm here, I'm back. So before we go any further, let's do the usual blah, 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 blah. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. This thing here, thumbs up, it's just there on the camera. There. Just there. And if you haven't done so already, and you'd like to see some more of my shows, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. And that button is just down there somewhere. And if you want to know when my next show is coming out, which will normally be a Saturday, but when you want to know when it's coming out, please, ring my bell, ding dong, ding a ling. Yes, I know I use that song every single time, but it just makes sense a ding my bell, ring my bell, ding dong, ding a ling a ling. I hope you guys have been surviving during this coronavirus. There's absolute nightmare going on at the moment, causing complete chaos in all the countries. I do hope you are well from watching this. I hope I can make you smile when you watch this, make you think he's a funny little no-rag, and he is a funny little no-rag. But yes, so what are we talking about today? Well, what are we talking about today? I'll tell you what we're talking about today. We're talking about stuffiness. Stuff, stuff, you know. As I always said, if you wish, if you got an idea or something you'd like me to go into on a later episode, just let me know. Just let me know, and I'll quite happily look into it and find some information. Blah 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 blah. I'll do it the Charlie Brown way, or his mum taught him. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. So yes, what we get into the subject today. But you know, I keep my fields open about what I go into, what I don't go into. And I've spoken about other races, alien races that are around us all the time. I've done the Nomo in the past, and I've done the Greys in the past. I believe I've done the Greys, not 100% sure. But today, we are going to go into the blue, not green, not red, not yellow, not white or black, not indigo with yellow spots, not tortoiseshell. We are going to talk about the blue avians. Now, just think of that species from that film. I can't think of the name of the film now, where they're all blue and they're like cold. But yes, we'll go into this. The blue avians. Now, they carry a message of peace and hope for humanity. The blue avian celestial species exists. Why am I speaking like a Scotsman? I don't know. But he exists beyond the confines of space and time. Space and time. It is believed that these creatures have visited Earth for millennia, aiding in the spiritual development of humankind and helping to shift the consciousness of all our species for the good of all. There you go. That's just a start. It's just to start with who these guys are. They are that important. They're very highly rated. The message urges humans to help themselves, stating that ascension can only be reached by humanity solving its own problems. So let's go into the mythology of all this. See, back in the days of Egyptian times, they were around. Apparently, they were around. How were they? I didn't see blue people walking around the course of Egypt. They weren't in Carry On Clear or in Her or stuff like that. I know they weren't. I know. But listen. And we have a new viewer. Hello, new viewer. You come just in time that I go into the blue Avarians. How are you doing, my love? How are you doing? Welcome to the show, my lady. Just for you, Donna. Just for you. Mwah. How are you doing? How are you doing? We are talking about an alien life form tonight, Donna. So tell me what you think. Now, Ra, as an Egyptian god called Ra. You are good. I'm glad to see you. Has Henry shaved his head yet? Or has his hair cut? Or is he going for the full Jesus look? Let me know, because I love to know. I think Henry should go this stuff. Henry should cut all his hair off and look like this. Would you agree with that? So yes, Ra, God Ra. Blue avian-like creatures have appeared throughout human mythology. human mythology. For instance, Ra, the Egyptian god of the sun. Oh, that should be the Egyptian god of the sun. I mean, he's very, very hot. Hello, my lady Sophia. Hello, Lady Sophia. This is your shout out. Welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy the show of the madness of my mind. And please open your mind as you listen to what I rabble on about and ask your mum, he's mad. What's he on about? What is he on about? Well, I'm sure as we go on, we will find out. Sophia. Was that good enough shout out for you? Was that a good enough shout out, eh? Am I good or what? How old is Sophia now? How old is Sophia now? So where were Ra, Egyptian god of the sun? Not the newspaper either, before you come out with that silly comment. He was pictured as a bird-headed being, as was his accomplice, Thoth. We'll get back to Thoth in a minute. Ra was believed to represent the noonday sun. He was considered the creator of the seasons, months. Sophia is 7 and loves Egyptians. Oh, I say, hey, there's nothing wrong with the Egyptians. Oh, walk like Egyptian. Yeah, no, yeah, I just started a song with that, actually. I should have started the thing with that. Anyway, he was considered the creator of. You can tell Sophia. I was 7. I was her age. He was most often depicted as a humanoid with the head of a blue eagle, wearing a crown with a solar disk, a serpent coiled around its circumference. There's your first clue about the blue avians and that Ra was a god with a bird head which was blue. Ooh, just so happens. Ooh, just so happens. Ooh. Now we get to Thoth. Ra was accompanied by upon his solar barge, carrying the sun across the sky each day and laying it to rest at night. Was an integral god within Egyptian mythology. Ooh. Maintaining the universe, solving disputes, and developing systems of writing, magic, and science. He is pictured as an ibis-headed man, which again is another bird. Ooh. Oh, can you imagine him trying to settle a dispute? You've got like one god on one side, one god on the other in a ring, and Thoth goes, "Let's get ready to rumble like an Egyptian." Yeah, no, I'm going. Oh, I'm sure people who watch this show must think I'm stark raving loony, and actually I agree with them. I am stark raving loony, but that's me. That's me. And Sophia is doing her maths homework. I'm sure if she asked the gods to help her, I'm sure that they would help. They would help. And I'll give you an answer, Sophia. Sophia, when your maths teacher and you're Donna being a teacher as well. What's 2 and 2? The answer is not 22. It's 4. 2 and a 2 is not 22. Well, it is, but it's not what they mean in the in the exam. And if they say if you got 3 apples and you got 6 apples, and you ate 4, the answer isn't a bad stomach. Yeah. Yeah. So now we get to the next one. The next one. And Abgal. Abgal. Now, I'm going away from the Egyptian side a little bit, but Abgal. That's Abgal. Many other world cultures have myths of bird-headed beings, including the Sumerian god Abgal. There you go. See another god there, but Sumerian gods. And if you're interested, Sophia, the Sumerians were around before the Egyptians. There you go. So, bit more side interest there. Not interest. The ancient god was said to have given humanity its first moral code, as well as the arts and crafts important in Sumerian culture. So there you go again. You got these godlike gods helping humanity go forward, rise, rise. Yes, and Eagle Kachina. Within the Hopi beliefs, and again, the Hopi were around before the Egyptians, and I believe they're around before the Sumerians. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure on that. Eagle Kachina. That sounds like someone out of the Lion King, doesn't it? Mabahona Kachina. What a wonderful ways. An Eagle Kachina is the messenger spirit between humans and the Creator. The Creator. Ooh, yes. Yes. Next, we go to Garuda. That's Garuda. Garuda. In the Hindu religion, Sophia, that means that's the Indian. Your mum might rephrase this, but I would classify Hindu as an Indian religion. I'd like to know if I was right there, Donna. You want to tell me? Tell me if you want. Tell me if you want. You can tell me if you want. Garuda is a divine being with the head and wings of an eagle. Fly like an eagle, and up through the sky. Fly like an eagle. He is said to be the sworn enemy of the Naga serpent race and is the steed of the god Vishnu, which is a powerful god. He is. There you have three examples, well, four technically, but with three regions, of gods who help with the head of a bird. Now, if anyone comes out with it, I'm not thinking of any foul jokes to go with birds. I'm not honestly thinking about foul jokes to go with a bird. Honestly. So to go more into it, I've gone into the mythology. Let's go into the characteristics of these Bavarians. Like an eagle. Yes. You may not know this, but I do actually love that song. What song? Like an eagle. Although Chase the Sun's a good song. If you want to have a nice relaxing dance song, try and find Chase the Sun. Brilliant tune. Anyway, physical characteristics of the avians. Yes. Perhaps the most striking aspect of the blue avian is their higher density and extra dimensional abilities, whilst these beings do appear physically as blue bird-like creatures. This is only one aspect of their dimensional nature, perhaps adopted to bring comfort to beings within our density. When do they choose to materialize in physical space? They appear as humanoid creatures with bird-like heads, like the gods I mentioned earlier on. With head, beaks, and blue feathers. So you're now asking, what does it mean by? Well, I've got into earlier episodes, and this is if I'm going to be technical, little kids of 7 years old. I'm sure your mum will explain. Actually, there's more levels to what we exist in now. We exist in a three-dimensional world, and we've got other dimensionals above us, fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh, and so on and so on and so on. These avians come down from those higher levels to us. They can come to us. We can't go to them yet. We will do soon. We've got our mind going. We will. Modes of transportation. The avians have ascended from our current level of reality to sixth to ninth densities, traveling at will across the universe. According to someone who I wouldn't mention the name, it's a good name. Hint there. It's a hint there. They do not use spacecraft as we understand them, but do utilize devices such as the spheres, which has been dispatched to protect our planet. Now, bear in mind, they're normally an energetic form. So they wouldn't need spacecraft to fly about. They would just change their forms into the energetic side and fly around in an orb-like shape. Now, advance warning, Gizmo has just walked into the room, and knowing that cat, he might invade the screen. We'll have to see what he feels like doing. Now, a communication's all you need if you want to be a record breaker. Yeah. Communication methods. Yes. The blue avians primarily communicate using telepathy. That means they can read your mind. And you can think, a lot of mediums are around these days can do similar things as well. It's just something you learn to do. They have gone, because they're more advanced than us, they've gone past, they've gone past, they've gone past where we are. And they can do things we can't. Like, can you hear that noise? That's the Gizmo approaching the screen. Gizmo approaching the screen. Yes. They often initiate contact with humans via a dream. Oh. Funny enough, I came into contact with a blue avian only the other week when we were doing a circle and then doing a healing circle in the evening, and they came to me via meditation, which is similar to dreams. Yes. Oh. These creatures also use a form of sign language and have created a secret greeting that they teach contactees to verify a truthful blue avian connection, although some claim to have received kind of messages from the blue avian. They're here to help. They are here to help us. They're here to help us in our path to rise above where we are and climb to the higher levels of the universe. Oh, yes. Well, I sound as mad as what I feel. You know, don't. I sort of try this new way of talking. Wow, it's talking the new way. We can do it. Anyway, these beings are thought also to possess telekinetic abilities due to their existence outside of the physical reality. Good always states that they use light physical touch as a form of communication to induce a positive physical and emotional response. Okay. That noise is the cat moving in the background, just to let you know he's decided to use this time when I'm live on screen to make as much noise as possible. Cats do that. Like many other alien species, the Betavians are not associated with this sort of abduction scenario. They don't do that. No, they do that. No. They only initiate contact with those open and willing to communicate. Have only recently resumed a relationship with humans as a means of delivering their message of peaceful ascension, urging mankind to raise their vibration, being of service. And that's what I mean about helping us rise from where we are and improve ourselves. While the blue avians are currently acting as a buffer between our ascension and negative extraterrestrials and human interests, they choose to practice physical non-interference with our species. The level of intelligence has transcended physical limitations and duality, and they act as a single intelligent entity. They have returned to right their past direct attempts to aid humanity, which at the previous times of contact were distorted by a species' interpretation of their arrival. That's going back to the days where I was mentioning about the Egyptian and other people. Them, this, that. Think Star Trek, First Contact. You might have an idea of what they're trying to do. Some believe the blue avians. I'm saying avians, not aliens, just to let you know. Avians have once again returned to our planetary system to help with this ascension. urging us to free ourselves from the clutches of negative human and ET entities. Since these extra-dimensional beings were reintroduced to the modern popular UFO circles, backlash and disinformation campaigns have been severe. Yet the statement of these beings is simple and direct. Be of service to one another, focus on love and forgiveness, and change humanity for the better, one person at a time, starting with yourself. This message is not new. These are the basic tenets of most religious and spiritual practices on our planet Earth. The Sphere Alliance also warns against gurus and messiahs, stating that each human must take control of their own action for the human species to truly ascend. We have free will on this world of ours, and we need to use that free will to improve ourselves. That is basically what they're saying. So, what are your thoughts? Did you enjoy my little conversation about the Blue Avians? The Blue Avians. Did you enjoy it? Oh, I knew I enjoyed it. Oh, 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 yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. And it has been told, I've heard from someone that's in contact with themselves, if you're interested, that the Blue Avians only appear to those that, how put it, are pure thoughts. There's no negativity within them. That way they can help that person move forward. Do you think these species exist? That's my thought to you. I've gone into the examples of what they were. You have you enjoyed? Have you enjoyed the conversation about the blue avian? Blue avian. Have you enjoyed it? Have you enjoyed this? Oh, I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Please let me. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Please leave your comment after the video is finished, because I'm sure I'd love to hear what you think about these higher rates. You know, go for the teacher look. Yeah, I don't know. I can do the teacher look. Yeah. So, after that word, it's time for me to say, triple up until next time. If you've enjoyed the video, please put that thumbs up. Yes, please. And if you haven't done so already, and you'd like to see more of my madness, please hit my subscribe button. And if you want to know when the show comes out, just ring the bell. And the best thing you can do, no, I was mucking around there. But you thought the screen was frozen then, didn't you? Yeah. The best thing you can do is tell your friends about the show. Tell them how mad I am and how good the show is. And on that note, I'm going to say triple up. All of you out there, from Trev to Rev, and Ain't No Vicar. Until next time, bye bye. Bye bye.